Oh, y'all, I just missed the whole thing. I didn't even know we was doing that. What's going on, everybody? Come on in the room. hmm Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Mm-mm. Come on in the room. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? I hope everybody enjoyed their day today because I truly enjoyed my day today. It was something different. It was something different. It really was. It was something different. Um, my God, and today, where is it at? My God, and today. So, let me take this picture down so we can start doing what we got to do. What's up? Y'all good? Y'all know what tonight is. We finna give it to y'all like we never seen it, yeah, like you never seen it before. We giving a who, what, why, when, and where. What's going on? Bambi's in the house with us this evening. What's the first one checking in? So special shout out to Bambi this evening. The one that only Lily's in the house with us this evening. His Majesty the King. How you doing tonight, sweetie? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Silent artist, the one and only, is in the house with us this evening also. Yes, old Bambi, the queen of shade, baby. You know how the girls get down, baby. So yeah, I had to slightly change up, and this is no by no means necessary. It's going to be the permanent intro for the show, but I had to just throw something together real quick, and then we're gonna get right into the get in. But I just throw this together. Wow. That's why I wasn't really paying attention when the thing stopped. But here we go, y'all. So I know it's not my usual. I'm sorry, but long story short, we'll talk about it in Discord. So once again, what's going on, Lily? How you doing?
Hello.
How you
Hello.
doing?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Mistress of Ceremony, Miss MC.
Yes, honey. It's time for the night of shade, honey.
Yes, and all the queens are not here. Where's the queens at, child?
May I have the list of grievances, please?
Hmm.
Yes, God.
These hoes ain't. I don't know what. Why these? Why are they not here?
You know they like to make a fashionable entrance, honey. We know
Yes.
that to be true for Baby herself.
One came in early at 7:30, and then gonna take and leave out. Talking about,
Oh,
I beat you
oh,
here.
her,
Mm-hmm.
the late one. But I give her shade, but you know what? That's my bitch, though. She comes in fashionably late and on time and with the glory. It's all love. It's all love, honey.
Come on, love. What's love
But
got
we are here to read for
to
filth
do with it?
tonight. I just hope you all got your drinks and your threes ready, honey.
Yes, because it's gonna be a humdinger tonight. So, before we get started, since this is me and you, I do want to talk about a couple changes that I'm going doing to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so starting next week, maybe even tomorrow, um, well, starting next week, um, I'm going to be doing Patreon and or members only lives on Thursdays, and that was going to start next week. Um, and the members only lives is going to be for people that sign up for to be a part of my membership, either
Mm-hmm.
here on YouTube or on Patreon. I don't know for sure which one I'm going to do it, but it's going to be member only lives. And the purpose of me doing that is so that I can give perks to the people that really patronize and really want to be there for me. And we can sit and we can talk, have ourselves a good time. And we may not do it on Thursdays
Mm-hmm.
because the TS Madison Experience is on Thursday nights. And I know a lot of us do um, like to watch that show and be interactive with that show. Or we could be doing a members only watch live, with the show and everything. Um, But I was just thinking about it. I was like, I don't know how many episodes that the TS Madison Experience has, so I know everybody wants to join into that. But if I do a members only live, it's going to be an opportunity that it's going to just be an open platform. I'm going to take in, drop the link. So whoever wants to come in, they want to ask questions, get advice on anything or anything. So it's going to be members only. Ask Jazmine. So you can ask me and talk to me about anything that you care to share to want to talk to me about. And again, I don't know if I think I'm going to do the prequel to it on here and then like maybe a fans only, because fans only I can actually show and talk about videos that I can't show and talk about on here. I
OnlyFans.
think, yeah, only fans. I think I think that'll be the best outcome. But um I look forward to hearing something from, everyone in the audience. Give me your pros and cons if you want to send me a message or whatever on Instagram or either on here. Um I'm always open to suggestions. And then I have a new little light something that's going to be coming around, but I don't want to say just yet. But it's going to be something different and I think everybody's going to enjoy it. Um you know, I didn't get my channel to where my channel is for me to get here and then to start sitting on everyone. So I'm going to give you a little bit more of me and be like John Legend, give you more of me. Cause all or whatever, however he sings the damn song.
Girl.
But so it is
Girl.
Tuesday night.
She said, fuck it. Y'all know how
Period.
it goes.
Period. Hold on, let me go ahead and put this up here.
All
So
opinion.
sure, all opinions are
Wait,
listed.
hold on. Can I get the confessional, please?
Yeah, sure. Hold on 1 second.
Hello. Hi, all. I just want to remind you all that, the Night of Shade is all fun and games. Sometimes we do refill for filth, but all these opinions you will hear and see here are what? They
Alleged.
are alleged. Don't take it serious, honey. And that's coming from Mother Savon herself, honey. Don't take
Right.
it serious.
Right. But if you do, oh well.
Okay. Put a
What you
band-aid
want me
on
to
it,
do?
honey.
What do you want me to do? Put your big girl panties on, because people are not gonna always like the opinions in the comments that you have.
Girl.
So yes.
Don't
Zana
come in the
said,
kitchen.
"Hey, similar girl, I'm not the queen of shade. That's Bambi." Well,
You know what? I don't
I wish
know.
Bambi was here to defend herself, but we 15 minutes in and the whole way me made
Listen,
a
she
come
is the
through.
choir director. She went to the church kitchen to get the first piece of fried chicken, honey. Yes, honey, I ain't mad at her. Baby girl, if you out there, give me a piece too, girl. Give me a plate too, girl.
What's going on, Miss Sylvia Wilson? How you doing tonight, sugar?
Hey, Sly. Shout out to all
Yeah.
y'all.
Yes,
Y'all know
yes,
baby
yes.
fix and they play, honey. Zyla, girl, where you at, girl?
She said she's trying to handle something before she come in here.
Side note, it's her birthday week, y'all.
Oh, so that actually means I get to play the troll, and that she
Oh,
can't get upset and mad with me for
I
playing the troll.
mean, technically her birthday ain't today, but
But she can't get mad with me for
since we
technically
won't be
playing.
going live on her birthday, you could play it
You know,
tonight.
I could, but Silent,
You
you
know, it's
you know,
all out of love.
it is, it is, it is. So here you go, baby.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Giving up is not an option. Happy birthday.
Amen.
Yes.
That was to my Zala,
You
and
know,
then that
it's
was
gonna be
to
so
you
many people
too,
upset about that.
and that was to you too, Lily.
Oh,
Don't think I forgot that your birthday had passed too.
yes.
Yes,
We're Pisces. Sly, he's very close to Aries. Mm,
yes. Y'all need to
very
drop
close.
y'all cash app, so
Well,
yeah,
Zyla girl, drop your cash app, girl.
yes. Happy birthday
Yes,
to
Jay Hunt
you.
said happy birthday, honey.
I want to
Why,
sing
yes,
happy
that is my Pisces
birthday
sister, honey. We are Pisces. She's a
to
little bit
you.
more fierce and meaner than me, but
Happy
when she comes to gather the girls, you will be gathered. We know that girl, but we won't be on here Thursday, so we're doing it now. First off, we do birthday weeks around here. Actually, we
birthday
do birthday months, but
dear silent. Happy
Wait,
birthday.
am I the only one who does birthday months? Like if my birthday is in that month, the whole month is my birthday.
I mean, I try not the whole month because mine is December, so I do start December the 1st and take it all the way to the
Girl,
14th. Hmm.
I would do
If
my
mine
whole
was
month.
outside of December, if mine was outside of December, I would probably do a birthday month too. But
I
because
w- I
mine
don't
is
care
so
about it
close,
being Christmas. It's my birthday month. I won't give some Christmas too. Hey Jesus, how you doing? Yeah, birthday month.
mm,
Yes, Jack.
that ain't nothing but the devil. That
Well,
ain't nothing but the devil. I appreciate it though, mamas. And yes, girl, you're the only one.
I'm not on your birthday months,
Mm.
girl. So,
Sylvia said I
wait,
celebrate
the Sly's the
all
50.
season long.
Wait, I think me and Sly got the same birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Sly, what's your birthday?
Okay, all Pisces season. We need
That
to see
part.
Silent Honey.
Zyla don't want to get old. Zyla want to be like Peter Pan.
Girl, what is he? 22. Girl, calm down.
Hmm.
Yeah, we
February
got
the
the same
22nd.
birthday. We got the same birthday. Oh my
Mm.
God, Sly, we birthday twins.
Ugh,
Birthday twins.
I'm glad I could bring y'all together being birthday twins.
We did.
So keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me.
Come on, show girl.
For sure. That's what friends are for. Who
Wait a
is
minute.
UF Gators? Happy thank you for the happy birthdays to my baby. I don't know who you are though.
I know who he is.
Oh, you know who it is?
Hmm.
For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. Uh,
Yes.
oh. That's what friends are for. Me. Okay, so um Because I know Zyla gonna come in with his own um bunch of bullshit to Jolly.
Girl, I'm just waiting for Zala to come with the heat, honey. Come with the heat, come with the fire.
Yes. So my gripe is this.
Uh-oh.
Actually dealing with this situation. This is my
Oh,
gripe.
wait a minute. Can we keep that picture? We're gonna read that picture back later, but go
Ain't
ahead
he
with your
sexy? Ain't the son sexy? Both of them
Listen,
got
I'm
them
at
old
the
red
age where I
potted
can
lips.
date. We at the age where we could do the father and the son.
Yes,
But
and
that's
the
another
Holy
discussion
Ghost.
in itself.
But you need the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Oh yes.
So, I mean, why both of them got to have the potty lips? They both of them got the, I smoke weed, but then I don't smoke weed lips.
Ooh. The both of them side by side just do something to me now. Oh.
Yes. Um, I said it once and I'll say it again. I feel like we as the public put way too much energy into um no. Let me rephrase that around. I feel like people nowadays feel like that no one has ever been human before.
Mm-hmm.
And people may ask me, well, Jasmine, what do you mean by that? I mean this. When you have personal issues with any person, whether they're family, whether they're the dog walker, whether they're the person that's checking you out, whoever it is, whether you have a personal issue with that person, and it comes to a point that you've gotten upset, when you are upset, you're out of character, regardless. I don't care how
Yeah,
you look at it, you're out of character. Because
Mhm.
when you get upset, people take you to places that you don't necessarily want to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But I got Lysol.
Okay. She don't have COVID, y'all.
I don't have Covinisha. But I do feel like people are too damn sensitive when it comes down to it because yeah, and this is not a read towards Kurt Franklin part one, but part two is I do feel like people taking whole gospel artists up to a standard that themselves do not take and live in.
Mhm.
Prime example when all the stuff was going on with Leandria, no one sit and tried to figure out why was she hurting, what was going on, or what was the case. They assumed because she was a gospel singer, she didn't have feelings. She don't feel pain. She don't feel hurt. She don't feel let down. She don't
Mhm.
feel it when people take and come into her DMs and call her all everything but a child of God. You're there for that mess. But then whenever they get real and they may want to have a drink or either they may want to cuss out their child that they gave birth to, whether they gave birth to them or not. If you've been in that child's life, their whole damn life, you are that child's parent, especially if that child knows nothing but you as a parent. You're that child's parent.
Yeah.
Okay. So it irritates me that people take and put gospel singers and or pastors up on this high totem pole and feel as if they don't have a leg to stand on whenever they come out of pocket. And I take my hats off to Custom Pastor for living and walking in this truth because he gonna say what he got to say, whether he offends you, piss you off, make you understand where he's coming from, or whatever the case may be. He's going to say what he got to say, and then he gonna move on from it. He ain't finna hold no pressure for you. He ain't finna to go taking. He petty now. He will go back and forth with you, and I like that about him because that's just showing the real side. Because let's be real, how many of us go back and forth with foods that take and piss us off and make us upset?
I hate to do it, but it happens. It does happen. It happens.
But part two to the situation, I'm so sick of soon as something goes down and you're shown as a real person, celebrities, especially
Yeah.
gospel singers, especially pastors. Like you can't get into flesh for a hot second, cuss a motherfucker out, and then move on from it. I mean, my
My
mom don't
whole
do it, but my mom gets upset, and my mom will say, "Y'all just gonna get away from me for a little while, so I can, get come back to myself." But when you are in the heated of a moment, and what pissed me off about that whole situation is that all we had was that 20, 30-second clip. to make him being perceived as something that he was not. And for you to take and turn around, which was a personal family matter, whatever the situation was, because we don't still to this day know what the personal family matter is.
Right. Yeah.
But for you to take and to allocate and to take and turn around and be like, well, I'm sorry for this, that, and the third. Fuck that. He mine. I said what I said, and who gonna check me?
The
Let's
way
just
I
be real.
see it,
Who
the
gonna
way,
check me? It's just like when I feel like if you get out of pocket or Zyla get out of pocket is the right way and is the wrong way to come to y'all. But
yes.
if I do go off on y'all, can't nobody check me about that. Nobody. That's the way I'm feeling right then and there. If I feel like I owe you an apology, I'll say that to you. If I feel like I owe him an apology, I'll say that to him. But outside of that, I don't feel like he owed anyone apology, especially you being a parent and that's your child. I don't feel like he owed anybody no apology. And I understand that during this whole pandemic and everything, a lot of the PR people, they want to keep as much positive press on people as possible. But I mean, you ain't finna sit up in my house in my face, cuss me out, and say everything that you want to say, and don't feel like that I ain't finna go there with you. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit too ignorant for that. You can say what you got to say, baby, but that's just my opinion on the situation.
The way I view it, I don't see it as blaming any one party. Like I don't blame the son, although people are saying, well, he shouldn't have did that, or even Kurt for going off. The way
Hmm.
I see it, and giving my personal experience and whatnot, is they're both in pain. So
Right,
rather than coming at it as, well, you shouldn't have did that, and or for those who are either side, it's like it's not about sides. Either way, this is a family. This is a child and their father and their parent in pain.
right.
So for
I
me, I
wouldn't
can't.
necessarily say I think that we take and use, and I'm gonna be 2000 if I have to be 2000. I'm just gonna be 2000. I think we take and give people too many leeways and passes. It's just like, let's just be real. Now, you probably the last of the generation that really knows about it. Ooh, I had to take my hair down. But let's be real. Now, when Big Mama told you to get somewhere and sit down, Big Mama ain't gonna keep
Sit
asking
down.
you to get somewhere and sit down. Big Mama gonna ask you once. She may ask you twice if she feeling really nice that day. She may ask you twice, but after she asked you that, whatever Big Mama got in her hands, she knocked you over the head and you kept going. But you learned to respect when she asked you to sit down and shut up.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
feel like people nowadays, especially with the way society is that they try to call Mona or the popos, however you take and look at it. They try to take and call the people on you at the drop of a dime for anything.
Well,
When you try to chastise a child, you are the parent. Until you start making equal or equivalent to what I'm making and you got your own stuff, you can't tell me what to do in my house. So if I'm sitting up here and I'm asking you to sit down or be quiet or whatever the case may be, and then I feel like it's a certain amount of respect that you is owed to your parent. Regardless, I don't care how pissed off and mad I get at my mother. You ain't gonna never hear me cuss out. He ain't finna never see me bow up at her like I'm finna try to fight her or hit her or something like that. That's just not something that I was taught to do. That's not, but I have respect for my mom. So when my mom asks me to do things, I'm going to take care of it. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel like we, as a society, we whitewash stuff so much. We're trying to give the kids privileges and, oh, I'm going to take this way, I'm going to take that away. Well, they ask and be done with it.
But here's my thing. You're right.
Go
I do
ahead.
know big mamas because my grandmother, she was kind of a big mom. But I don't think we have those big mamas anymore.
Absolutely.
But here's my thing. Yes, big mama, not to play with you, will be always in that. But we also, for my experience and the people who I know who had big mama was also a person about love. So yeah, she might beat your ass, but she was also the person to explain to you all
Why
the
she
shit
did it.
that you're going through now, or the shit it's because of it. It was a difference. I feel like now we're dealing with these new age parents,
Mm-hmm.
which is a whole, and this is separate from, not saying that Kirk, or this is separate from that whole situation at this point. We're dealing with new age parents who, honestly, I feel like we're coming at the point where we are experiencing parents who didn't have the big mama we had.
Mm-hmm.
They might have had them parents who,
No, because a lot of them start off being parents and kids raising kids. So they're
yeah,
having kids at,
say it
at
again,
12 and
kids
13 years
raising
old.
kids. That's the problem. Like we don't have those big mamas anymore.
Right.
We just don't. We don't have the big mamas who institute that love, who explain to you, why you're doing what you're doing is wrong. Because that's how I was raised. I wasn't just beat
Right.
at the first offense. It was like, no, this is why this is wrong. This is why you shouldn't do that.
Right.
And
I
then
agree with
because like, okay, now you're being disrespectful. Okay. And again, this is separate from the whole Kirk thing, but the way
But
we're
you don't
raised
feel like he was
now,
being disrespectful?
huh?
You don't feel like he was being disrespectful?
Kirk's son, no. I mean, honestly, I feel like that was his way to get, because for me, that was a case between a father and a son, which was a little bit of a different interaction. Because honestly, in many cases, from my understanding, I feel like the son felt some type of way about his father because that was Kirk's first son. He doesn't have the same mother as the other kids, so there is still some trauma. There's still some pain there. That's why when I look at like, yes, I wouldn't have not have done it that way, the way he did it at all, because now you invited the public in, and now that adds more to the trauma. That adds more to the stress. But to me, it's not a right and wrong. It's
On
like
whose side?
to both of them, they're both in pain. Like to me, it's not a right or I mean, yes, I guess you could argue there's a right and wrong, but it's like these two are in pain. For me, I want them to be healed. So rather than chastise, well, you should do that. Okay, hold on. How can we help y'all both as a community, especially being a black community? Listen, what do you need to the son? What do you need to know that you're loved? To Kurt, what do you
You know
need?
what? I really like. I feel like we, and don't take offense to this because I respect your opinion, but I
Mhm.
do feel like that we take in cuddle too much when we should take in go old school because
Well, I get that. I get that.
a lot of us that was went through the old school when we was taught how to respect our parents and stuff. We
Mhm.
didn't wind up trying to shoot and kill people. We don't wind up trying to
I don't think that's Kurt's son though. Like it'll be different. It was like, nigga, you just killed 5 people, and
no, that's not what
that'll
I'm
be a
saying.
whole different situation.
What I'm saying though is that if you continue to cuddle a person, like a lot of society says, okay, so let's be let's just keep it 2000. Back in
Mhm.
the day, if you ran a race and you didn't make first, second, or third place,
Mhm.
you just was a participant in the race. Nowadays, instead of them keeping the same tradition alive, they give everybody a medal whether you won or not. I don't feel like they're teaching proper etiquette whenever they're taking and doing that because they're trying to make the world out to be something that it's not. And the world is not always something that is forgiving to a person. And if you're not one of the top three in a company organization, or if you're not a top producer, you lose money. When if your job is based upon that, you lose money. You can lose promotions due to it. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So I don't feel like whenever you're taking and teaching a child, okay, so if you're not necessarily the best of the best, because I do feel like there's sometimes people, parents take it overboard and says that if you're not number one, you're nothing. So I feel like it has to be even a even kill between the two. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that if my parents gave me a medal whether I was the best singer or the best basketball player or the best whatever, you know what I'm saying, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today to motivate myself to be like, you know what, you might have failed this time, but the next go around you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do better. And it motivates. But if you give everybody the same award, what is the purpose of trying to achieve to be the best and you know you're gonna get an award anyway, is what I'm saying.
So
I feel
here's
like people are I feel like people need to stop cuddling people. And today's society, people take and cuddle people too damn much.
I
Hey,
th-
cousin,
I don't think, I don't think that's cuddling though.
Hey, how y'all
So
doing?
hey Faith, I don't think that's cuddling because here's my
I
thing. And
I really disagree with you on that because
I get it, but let me explain. Let me explain this
okay,
way. So especially for the Black community, cuddling like this whole idea. And I'm not saying I don't believe in spankings or whoopings or anything like that, but for me, I think the old school, that was, first off, there's no shade nor tea towards the old school, how things were done, because it was a whole different time growing up that you had to deal with shit. So you were training your kids like, no, if you don't do things a certain way, by the white man's laws,
come in eating.
It's okay. Your plate. So for me, it's like, I feel like, here's the thing I question. I always question parents. If your first instinct is just to beat, which is not how I was raised, like, that's not the first instinct. I felt like we were raised with big mamas who were like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you, but at a certain point, especially as you get older, I gotta get this to your head. But
what I'm saying though is this though. I get what you're saying about people being hurt, this, that, and the third, but when do the excuses stop for grown people?
But for me, I'm gonna use my personal experience. I did get whoops as a child, whatnot, but that wasn't the case. But for me, I will say, oh, by the way, we saw titties. Anyways,
oh god.
Anyway, I will say for this.
They gonna say it's inappropriate
in my family. For any adult in my
sagging bags, Jesus.
Girl, whatever.
Girl. For any adult in my family, whether they 50, 60, 80, listen, you respect me, I respect you. The moment you go off on me, I'm gonna get disrespectful with you. I don't care how old you are. That's just me.
You know what? I feel like a lot of and don't take this the wrong way, I know you have a background in sociology and stuff, so you look at stuff completely different than the everyday person do. So you see things in a different light because of the degree that you do have. But I will say this. If your parent or your big mama didn't take and push you to strive for something better than what they already had, you would never have achieved what you've achieved.
Oh, what I'm definitely not.
And also what I'm getting at is that I don't feel like Kurt owed anybody an apology for saying what he wanted to say to his child.
Period.
I don't feel like
I don't think he did either.
I don't feel like that.
I don't think it should have been a public conversation at all.
But it wasn't. He was having a conversation private, and his son took it to the internet.
He did,
and that's where I'm saying the whole cuddling part comes in. That we try to take and cuddle people instead of giving them the reality to be like, you know what I'm saying? Look, if you fuck up, this is what you get. Period. And that's why I said everything that I said earlier. I stand beside what I said is that, people nowadays, the first thing they want to do is they want to say, okay, so we're gonna give everybody a medal, but you ain't work hard for that medal. I think
you're saying that the people nowadays feel entitled. He feels entitled.
Most people feel entitled, and then when you take and you speak,
because his father is Kurt Franklin, he feels entitled to Kurt Franklin's money, success, and everything else. Like his sister read him and said, his own sister read him and said, "You 33 and you ain't got nothing to show for it."
But here's my thing: do you think it could be more so instead of an entitlement or cuddle? Is it more so a social media thing? Because now we weren't raised on social media per se.
But again, baby, but you missing the point that I'm saying though, because you're looking at it from your medical standpoint. You're not looking at it from everyday. What I'm saying, the everyday standpoint of the situation is this. Period. Dot. Beginning and the end of the whole situation. Respect is respect.
Okay, I agree.
And if I'm your child and you're my father, and you say to me XYZ, you just gonna swallow that and keep it moving. That's not my place to take and put that out there. Now, if it came to hands to hands, that's something different. But it was a conversation between
disrespectful, the parent gets disrespectful back.
Because again, like I said, with that whole situation, it was only a 30-second clip that was released, and there was only one person talking. It was him. It was not the full conversation, so we don't know everything that he said to provoke them.
Hold on. So my takeaway from that was he probably did disrespect Kirk, and Kirk probably did just snap at him. But what made it probably more worse, for Kirk being a celebrity and his son ain't doing shit.
And I said that.
His son is probably still asking him for money. his son is probably still living off of what Kirk
Well, we
provides
have to
for
that's
him,
a
so
way
it
we
makes
don't know the whole
sense.
story.
Yes,
No,
you
I'm
know,
just saying.
if you go back and watch
No,
the replay, I said all that.
his sister put that out there and said that he's 33 and ain't doing
Well,
shit.
see,
So that
here's the
means that he
thing.
probably
I
put
don't,
that his
I don't
dad
like
for
all this
money.
family
So
stuff.
when you go out of your face to
Yeah,
say some shit somebody provided for you, that makes it worse. So that's
that's
probably
not
why
no
Kirk
issue.
said, bitch, I put my foot in your ass. That's why he said all of it. Probably 9 times out of 10.
And then he wasn't around them.
But
Period.
you're not about to ask me for money and this and that and think I'm about to pay your bills and this and that and you gonna disrespect me. So that probably made it 9 times worse, whatever he did say to Kirk.
You know, I just hate
And I don't like when people record conversations without my knowledge. Bitch,
that's
I don't
true.
mind you recording
like
because,
that.
bitch, whatever I say behind your back to your face on camera,
Certain tastes.
girl, in another country, girl, I said what I said.
I just
So the fact that you was being sneaky and recorded it and thought you was gonna get some clout because nobody knows who you were. Nobody even knew that Kirk had a son taller than him.
girl.
You know what? It
But
is the night of
I
shade.
just hate the fact I really this goes to the son, the father, everybody. I hate the fact that it's become public knowledge now. Like that. That's
what people
how
do
I was
nowadays in
raised.
order to get their 15 minutes of fame.
I don't know.
Let's be
I
real.
say 50% yes, but also
Let's be real. Who has capitalized
have
off
been
that?
in the
It's the
sun
Kardashians.
But, okay,
Kardashians or
so
Kardashians,
what
however you
Charlotte
say
says,
it.
like Charlotte says, he was conceived before Kurt got famous.
Kim.
All these
But
years,
that's what I'm saying though. All
he's
these
been jealous
years,
of-
they have capitalized, and when she got famous off of her in the leaked video, supposedly the leaked video, now her and the whole family done had how many years? 19 years of episodes on each.
But
But
I
she's
agree
had
with
that
that
many years
son.
because she's a white woman.
Because the son was like,
Excuse
okay,
me, Armenian.
I can say with the son, you just put. I feel like the son's like you just pushed me to the side. Yes, I see you provided for all your other kids. They're getting this, they're getting that. So why is it not okay for me to come and ask for it as well?
You grown. At this point,
But
you should
grown
work for
too.
it. No, his other kids are not grown. That he got by his wife
Yes,
now.
he
They're
got
not
one
grown.
of them. At least two of them is grown. Either way, that's your kid. Because
He
here's
has
my
2 other kids by somebody else.
But
that were
here's
grown.
my thing. If I was to become a parent, whether you could 18, 30, so I don't care. You're still my child. So that's what I feel.
So how we do it?
There is a way
Kirk live down here with the man. How
too.
we do in Texas? When you a certain age, if I see that you're getting it and you're applying yourself, then if you need my help, I'm gonna assist you, give you the proper tools and I'll put you in the proper lanes to further your career. But
Well, I
from
don't agree with
how
that.
he
I
acted,
feel like
he probably ain't
here's
doing
how I
shit.
feel
Got
like if
dread,
you lay
smoking
down and
weed,
did
doing all
Kurt,
those things.
you laid down and had unprotected sex, you produced a child. Okay, you gotta deal with it.
That don't mean he
Yes,
have to take care of no
true.
child that's
But
33
you
years
have
old.
it comes to a point.
I'm not saying you definitely,
But it does come to a
boundaries.
point that does come to a point that when is enough enough?
They
I
also
feel-
said
I
that
feel like-
Kirk also
so-
said that they have been going through family counseling for years. So this ain't a new issue.
It's
For
not.
years he's been having a
But for
problem
me, I
with.
feel like the son is just traumatized.
Fuck
He's
that.
from-
Anyway, fuck that.
From the
We
fact
done.
that
We done. We're done because we all we gonna do is just go
People
round and
like
around. We've
that.
been going around and around for this for like 45 minutes. I'm done. I'm done. Charlotte, welcome in. John Mitchell, welcome in. Thank you for the lovely comments that you always bring to us. Breezy Bree, what's going on? Miss Nivea is in the house. Look back at it. Leslie is in the house with us, and
Come on, look back at it.
Jatari.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know I have
What
reverted
she
back to the
call
old name, baby Jar. And
Did she call her girl?
and I did. Kimmy Brown,
Did you
what's
call
going
him a
on,
Jar?
sugar? No, I was about to say Jatar.
Never mind. Let's go on.
Yes, let's just
Hey,
move on.
sorry.
We'll be back at the word from my sponsor because these hosts have took me through it already.
No commercial. Wait, can I say one
It is
more
a long
thing?
commercial.
Can
This
I
hoe.
say one more thing?
Go right on the head, child.
So, because I don't want y'all thinking I'm like this badass kid or whatnot, but I will say this: my mother raised me actually kind of in the old school way and the new school way. She was very old school. She's like, you better have the right look, the right face, you had the right tone and everything. But at the same time, she also taught me to stand up for myself. At times, we did come head to head. Now, the only thing I don't agree with about the son is don't take it to social media. Don't put it public. I do agree that that should have stayed between the family.
But
This-
you a bougie white woman though, right?
I am. But anyways, hello,
That's
my
why
name
you
is
don't.
Marianne.
That's why you don't see some things the way that we see things.
But I do listen. I get it. I get it because I had the same mother. But honestly, I've had to challenge my mother a few times. There's been times she came and I came back, and she was kind
And
of
I
like,
would have never, because my mama would have knocked the hell out of me.
well, you know what? She came disrespectful, and I came disrespectful back. And you know what?
And she would have
But
just
here's
had
the
to,
thing:
girl,
we're great now. Like we're great.
girl,
We're great.
ma'am,
We're
ma'am,
great. But
ma'am,
but here's the
ma'am.
thing. I would. But that's
Come
how
on, Tyler, get your sibling. You hear this
that's how
bitch?
she raised me.
Wait, what happened?
This
Because
white
I'm
lady.
going.
This lady
Hey,
should
this
have.
is what I said. This is what I said. So like I was raised.
Girl, she's sitting up here wondering why she trapped in the tower. Girl, got to climb down with a ladder.
Girl, I'm raised old school, new school. My mother was raised very much old school. You can't talk back, but she also raised me. No, stand up for yourself. Even if it's me, stand up for yourself. There's been times where she came and I came back.
I would have never. My mama would have.
Well, I'm going to agree with my sibling personally, girl, because
You come for
Come
me, I
there's a
come
on,
for
lot of
you.
there's a lot of things. Hey, Auntie,
I
Come
come
on,
on with the
Cecilia.
hat. Yes.
come
Hi.
on, head.
Hold on,
Yes.
Savon.
You
What
trying to
piece
be
of you
old
just
rich
come from
All
woman.
right. Okay,
Who is the
Fedora.
beach?
Come on,
She
head.
gave me wait. Savon just got a personal flight for the Bahamas, honey. She had to come check in on us peasants, honey.
Right.
Yes.
Girl, that ain't true, girl. She had a personal flight from the Bahamas from downstairs, girl. Walked upstairs. That's all, girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Lou. How you
Hey,
Girl.
doing?
honey, how you doing?
Good.
Your niece beside you is really disappointing me right now.
How am I disappointed?
You gonna be disappointed in me too, then,
With all of
child.
us.
Come on,
I'm
I'm
gonna
okay.
discuss
I'm
because I'm about to
listening.
say something as well.
I'm
But
I'm
it's
listening
really
because
hard
y'all
to
is just.
explain. Like,
You just going to have to be disappointed, Mom. I love
no,
you.
here's the thing. So my mother grew
I'm
up the very
listening.
same way. My mother grew up within a harsher household. She raised me the same way because she knew I was going to have to go up against. But at the same time, like, no, I want you to have your own voice. Now, at times that has come back to bite her in the ass. Yes.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, you know what? She like, I thought about it, like, you know what? You're right about that. I came disrespectful towards this, and she changed, and I changed myself. Like, I
I
don't
don't agree with
like.
that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't believe in seeing this parent-child dynamic. My parent is a human. The child is a human. Now there is certain levels to that, like because the parent does have to make sacrifices. Yes, you went through, especially the mother. You went through labor to have me, honey. So yes, I owe my life to you. But at the same time, I would be
I'll wait.
disrespecting my life, everything you taught me, everything you fought for me, if I let you disrespect me as well. So
Um,
yeah,
I mean, but wait. What
Sibling,
do you
can I
mean
go?
they disrespect you as well?
well,
Like,
I don't have
what's
the
the
same.
level? What do you? Because see, disrespect can be so subjective to your own
That's
opinion.
true. That's
What's
true. That's true.
disrespect?
I don't know if I could go into that online because my experience is very much different than everybody else's.
Okay.
But for me, I will
It's
say
just
that
so very much so that basically how older people will disrespect you and feel like you have to always respect them when respect isn't given, that they don't have to earn respect. It's what I say
nothing
goes
like
and this
that.
and that and whatever.
Like
Which that's how very much so it was in my house.
because
Don't
for
do as I say, do as I don't do as I do as I say. I pay the
I
bills
don't
and
even
whatever the hell I
disagree with
said, that's
that.
what you need to
I
do.
agree with that to some degree. Like you had lived experiences. I understand that. But for me, especially as I get older, like I'm not gonna tolerate you just coming to me cussing at me or anything like that. and provide you. I'm not one of them kids who just sits around and do nothing or doesn't want to contribute. Like it's something like that. But if there's a problem, you have taught me enough to be able to be accountable for myself because that was I was raised by 3 Black women. That was one thing I had to do. But at the same time, they always taught me, don't let anybody, not even us, talk to you any type of way, not even us. So if we do something offensively, I am able to come and like, hey, that was not the right thing to do. I didn't like the way you said that. I didn't like the way you came across. They might be taken aback about it because old school, it's like, well, you're not like, no, like, I'm going to take accountability for this. But these are the things, like, I accept the fact that what these things I did hurt you. But the reason that
I was getting busted my chest
was the fact that you did these things to disrespect me as well. So now I had to feel like we could talk about this and come to a better understanding and better communication.
But I feel like when we do fucked up shit, we don't always think it's fucked up when we do it. So you're not going to always know what you did was fucked up. You're going to feel validated in your action. And that doesn't mean that you still shouldn't be dealt with. Because as a kid, you don't know all the answers. Now, I'm not saying you should get abused by all means. No, not at all. But I think there's a line that you don't cross. My child will never be able to come and tell me how he or she feels about any goddamn thing as long as I'm paying the motherfucking bills up in this house, and I don't want to hear the shit. Period. When you can pay bills, when you can pay your own bills and take care of your own self, then you can tell me what the fuck you want to do or not do. Now I'm not the way I feel about that is that's just the way I feel. Now, I get it. I don't. And I'm not saying that the way you feel is wrong. I'm not saying the way you feel is wrong, but I feel like there's some kids.
Or your feelings are invalid.
Yeah, because your feelings aren't invalid. Because like with my niece, I feel like she communicates way too damn much for my taste. But I also validate the fact that if I remember what it felt like being a kid and having a feeling about something and it being invalidated, I remember that feeling. I really do. And I understand it. But I also know that I wasn't going through things. I know what my mama sacrificed for me to have everything that I wanted in life, to go to the good schools, to not have to want for shit. And sure, the shit that I thought was important, I felt was important based off of the reality they built for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I'm not taking away from that at all, but what I'm saying is I truly feel like here I'm gonna put it 100%, and this might come off disrespectful, but you decided to lay down with this nigga or her and have a child.
Yeah,
that comes with responsibility. It does not end at 18.
Right.
That child is going to grow. It's going to go through journeys.
The parenting doesn't end at 18. The support can end at 18.
But this is why I say I don't want children because I know that's not for me. I can't go past. No, that ain't for me. I feel like
in your instance, though, I feel like something more is coming from yours. Like I think yours is more like, you know, they didn't want a child. They laid down and had this responsibility, but they're not. They laid down and had a child that means they have a certain level of responsibility that they're not willing to put the work in.
You know what? To be honest, yes, that's pretty much what's my situation.
Yeah. That's a whole different thing, though. That's a.
But I also feel like but I've had friends who have been wanted, and whatever reason, like but it's still for me. It's not. I just feel like. Yes, you have a child. I'm not saying that child should have to talk to you in type of way. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But as that child gets older, especially to adulthood, there's going to be disagreements. There's going to be miscommunication. There's going to be fights.
And I get that part. But but my whole thing that I was saying about it, and then I'm gonna let Xylent speak. But my whole thing that I was saying about it is that when you are in a certain,
because y'all gonna be mad with what I got to say.
When you are in a certain space,
with you, girl.
And when you're in a certain space and you may be upset about something, a parent is not going to always choose the correct words. Like we as adults,
I get that.
All of us sitting here are not going to always choose the politically correct words to take and say what they got to say when your emotions is high. And again, off a 30-second clip that we heard of him going off, we didn't hear the full conversation, so we don't know what was said, what might not have been said, or whatever. What all I'm saying though is that. But that's what I was saying from the beginning. That should have been left off of social media. Number two, he didn't owe us an apology because he was dealing with his child the way that he saw fit to deal with his
Period.
child at that present point in time. And people need to get off of the high horse. This is my last thing, and then Zyla, you got the floor. People need to get off their high horse and try to put pastors and gospel singers on such a high plateau, like they're not human anymore, and they don't have hurt, they don't have pain, and they don't have feelings. That's all I said about the situation, and that's
And
how
y'all
I'm
need to
feeling
quit
about
like
the
y'all didn't know
situation.
Kurt and the other
And I'm
gospel
gonna
singers
let
don't
that
cuss.
listen. I want to hear what
Leandria is
niece.
not the only girl that cuss.
I want to
Okay.
hear what niece has to
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
because
I'm
the
done.
only
Go
thing that
ahead,
I'm
baby.
gonna say before niece gets started is preachers' kids. If anybody know preachers' kids, you know we bad as hell most often.
Yes, we
So we
are.
need to be cussed the fuck out.
Yep, and occasionally knock the hell out.
I don't know any preachers' kids that didn't test their limits like worse than non-preachers' kids. Honestly, I was raised preachers' kid and around a whole bunch of preachers' kids, and we did shit that most people, children in the flock, didn't do because we was bad as hell.
Right.
But silent.
Go ahead, baby.
Well, first off, I'm gonna say, like everybody was saying, we shouldn't have been on here anyway. We shouldn't even be having this discussion. The first day on place, the child shouldn't have been putting this on social media to try and get any type of support from outside of the home, outside the family. Blah
His
blah
grown
blah.
child.
It don't matter what the grown child is. That's non-existent. That don't matter. Then the sister getting involved. Mama, shut up, because you part of the wound of why he's mad at his daggone father. You a product of the wound that he has with his own father. So you coming in, putting your own 2 cents into what's going on between their relationship is not needed. Shut your ass up and
Right.
tend to your mother. Tend to your mother.
Come
Worry
on.
about your
You
mother's
right.
feelings and not the father's, because that's how a lot of problems and families get started. Because the people that ain't involved in it get their asses involved with it and have something to say. Girl, ain't
Exactly.
about you. Shut up. Stay out of it, because you're making it worse. It was already bad enough. Now you putting this thing talking about he a crackhead and he don't do this and he don't do all that. Girl, you made everything worse. So now the wound that he has with you is going to get even bigger than it already was.
Come
And
on.
that's gonna be something that's gonna ruin his relationship with his father anyway, because he already
And
has
that's
a
probably what she
bad
wants.
relationship.
I don't agree with that. If you
Well,
come up here
I'm still not done,
disrespecting
girl.
just
Hold on,
because
baby.
that's
I
his
still
daddy,
ain't done.
go ahead, girl.
Hold on, girl.
Go ahead, girl. Hurry it up. Let's keep it moving.
Girl, first off, don't hurt me.
Go ahead, girl.
Don't hurry me up.
Go ahead, girl.
Don't ever
Go
do
ahead,
that
girl.
to me, girl.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna take
girl.
as long as I want.
Well, go ahead, girl.
Y'all had all this time to talk. Go ahead, all this time to talk. So now I get the chance to talk too now.
Who? Your sister?
Faith, let him talk.
Anyway, back to what I was doing before I was rudely interrupted.
Wrong
Anyway,
The Faith, you are because of Faith, you are being a bit much. Let the baby speak. You talking too goddamn.
Girl, and I'm waiting on her to
Shut
go.
up.
Go
Let him
ahead.
speak.
girl. Anyway, like I said, people get involved in stuff that is not part of the situation. Sister, shut up. Worry about your mother's feelings and your other siblings' feelings, girl. You're not part of this. Let them figure it out themselves. They need to stop getting in the middle of that. It shouldn't have been on display in the first place, blah, 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 blah. Like I said before. I have an issue, and this is just going to ruffle some people's feathers. I'm a child, girl. I know I said some things to my parents, girl, but there's a lot of things I didn't do because I respected my parents. And while I did not get beat like old school back in the day where you got beat if you were disrespectful and stuff like that, I did get beat, but as I got older, it was more about I respected them, and that's why I didn't do things. It wasn't just because of the violence and all that other stuff. Then again, that still goes to slavery, why we beat our kids, because it was the whole protection of slave masters and blah, blah, blah. We've internalized that and then gave it to our daggone kids, and that's why we be eating our kids all this corporal punishment. I understand why we did it. I'm not going to blame people for the reason why they did it. I know you're shaking your head, Auntie, but that's just
my mama. She didn't beat me like the slave way, so I can't say that I did. She got my ass whooped.
No, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying it. When I say that, I'm not saying it just to beat, but I'm saying like the fact that we're saying because you need to respect me, you need to I'm gonna hate you.
Right.
so you respect me. To me, that don't make no sense. Because to me, as I get older, you ain't gonna be hitting on me. I don't care who you are.
This
Therefore,
true. You
But can
definitely
I?
come
You're
to a
not gonna be
point.
hitting on me.
because you end up in
You're
the
not
fucking
gonna
nursing
be.
home
You're
real
not gonna
quick.
be. You're not gonna be yelling at me. You're not gonna be doing
Let,
this. You're
let
not
me
gonna be
pause
doing
you for
that.
just to have to
I'm
say
But
something.
are you going to be doing disrespectful things? Like if you do
No,
something disrespectful, do you feel
Right.
that shouldn't be met with a disrespectful action?
Oh
I
no, definitely not.
see. This is the thing. Now I have done things right, and I think I've told this before when we were talking about it. Where I've done things, and me and my dad got into an argument one time, girl, and my dad got up, girl. Now my dad's taller than me, girl, so we was squaring up. Okay, my dad is not the person that will square up, but I got him to that point where he wanted to square up, and I understood that I did something that was doing too much, girl, because I was going for my own thing, was doing too much. However, me, because again, like I said, I respect my parents enough that there's certain things I'm just not gonna do
What I'm
because
saying
I
though,
respect them. But
what
but we still get into arguments sometimes where I'm just going. They say something, and I say something big.
But
We
what I'm
know,
saying though is
Right.
I don't
what
get
I
it.
what I was saying though about the old school and the butt whoopings and stuff. It to what Savon was saying, it's not that it was something that was implemented all the time, but when you keep saying the same thing over and over again to a child, it's just like my mom had whatnots, and if for people that don't know what whatnots is, the little trinkets and different things like that, and she had them in her house on her
Mm.
tables and different things like that. And when the grandkids came over, and she would say no to them. So when she would say no to them, they would look at her and they would test her patience. So when she said no to them and popped their hand one time, that's reinforcing no, don't touch that. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. Is a positive, it's a reinforcement of what you're saying, not just you gonna haul off and get the hell knocked out of you just because. It's a
Right.
reason behind that you're gonna get the spanking. And my mom wasn't one of those ones that did spankings all the time. My mom would let it build up. Like my mom was a talker. Was like,
So
I don't need y'all to be doing that, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. But when she got to her limit, that she felt like the talking wasn't doing anything, then that's when she brought in the spanking, and then reiterated why she just spanked you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between spanking and abuse.
I'm
That's what I'm
curious. I'm curious as to what Silent Artist and how Silent Artist and Leander how they would deal with a situation like that. So a child comes in your room, they're messing with your Mac equipment, and you've told them 10 times to stop. What are you gonna do?
Me, well, I ain't got no kid, but
Let's say that you do.
okay.
What would you do? Let's say it's your child and you've told them to stop fucking with your shit 10 times because they're gonna break it. What would you do?
I'll probably grab them and get them out the room, but I don't think I'm gonna. Me personally, in a sound mind, not emotional. Again, because I'm not in that emotional state where I'm like telling you something about a billion times and you ain't doing it. So this is talking in like a not emotional mindset. But to me, I would grab the child and get them out of my room and then explain to them why I've been telling you this, blah 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 blah, how many
Yep.
times, blah
Yep.
blah.
So you
How many
wouldn't
times
even
do
do
I
a
tell?
Wait.
you wouldn't even do a light tap on the hand
Wait.
to
No. No.
say,
No. 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 No.
okay.
That's fair. So you've done that. That didn't work. Now what?
Hmm.
To me, so what
It's
is
a,
the
the thing is
gratitude?
the thing is, and see, because the reason why I'm going to say this is
It's no
because
wrong answer, baby.
I've been raised.
No wrong
No,
answer.
I'm just saying this. I'm not saying like I'm not going to change my subject. This answer was still the answer, but I'm saying I have the battle of two mindsets in my head. I had the mindset of when I was a child and when I was a child and my parents would like pat me and tap me and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
also how as I got older, being it was a talking thing and things being taken away. So to me, um, it's still like a battle of the mindset of like I'm just gonna grab you up and blah blah blah.
But
But
if the
now that I
child
know
But if the child though is
that
within a
works for
3
you,
to
though.
5, but I'm saying though, I think what Savon was saying, if the child was in like the 3 to 5 year old age bracket, so you can't necessarily take something away from them, but you're trying to instill in them certain things are not for their hands to touch. So
Well, I want
how
you
do
to
you
take
deal
things
with
away
that? You
from
see what I'm
them.
saying?
I mean,
So
well,
for
and let's say that
me,
you could, and it
A
didn't
tap on
work.
the hand is discipline. That's not spanking. That's not beating them. That's making
I'm
them
trying
know
to
that they
like, so
can't
for
touch
me,
that.
here's my thing. Like,
Mhm.
say I had a child and they were always in my makeup, and you know how expensive fucking makeup is. So, bitch, that's definitely.
Girl, talk about it, girl.
Well, let's say they all in my makeup. Okay,
Okay, that's something
that's gonna be a
important to you,
problem
right?
because honey, you ain't paying for this. That's where I
Right,
pay
but
for
my
this.
thing is, what if they keep doing it? You've tried, don't do that. Go to your corner. You've tried taking things away. You've tried, talking to express how you feel about the
Right,
situation,
right.
how that action made you
But at
feel.
that point, what's going to come to mind? Like, okay, you have an interest in this, so instead of like, okay, well, maybe I need to buy. I go to the dollar store, get you your own shit, and I can like, playing it with you. Like instead of taking it away
But
from you,
that's
Okay,
this could be something like, shit, this might be making us money one day.
but I also feel like that's cuddling too.
no,
Because if
no,
I'm telling
I,
But
I,
how does that? Can you explain that?
wait a minute, but wait, I get what she's saying because in her mind it's like I told you to stop, so stop. So let's say you get her own him or her their own little cheap little line of makeup because we don't want to, and they
Right,
still getting your shit.
one.
Then what?
Well, but that's the price of having kids.
It's not the price of having kids because I don't feel like if I've asked you, you want they want you to respect them, but they can't respect you enough to stay out your shit. You don't ask them 50 times to stay out your shit. You don't bought them their own, and they still playing in your shit.
I get it.
So
I get it.
it's just okay. You can
that's
play in it, and
disrespectful.
I have to
That's not
and
that.
I have to
For
adjust to you
me,
fucking with my shit.
I'm gonna be playing that with like, since you're gonna do it anyway, I'm gonna at least teach you how to do it properly. Like, okay, since
But
you
you're
like
not
me,
gonna be in my expensive
I'm gonna
stuff.
go there
You're
with
gonna be in the
No,
stuff that I gave
listen.
you.
I'm okay with it. If that's I am very respectful of people teaching their kids the way that they want to teach them. Here's the problem that happens when they get outside the house. They never learn to
now
respect your shit.
that's the
They
problem.
they've
Okay.
never learned to respect your shit. So guess what they're not gonna do? Respect nobody else's shit. And then they're gonna get the hell knocked out of them from somebody outside the street because they don't know how to respect shit because they never learned at home. And then you're gonna be mad because somebody done knocked the fuck out your child.
Right.
Because in my house, once I done told you 5-6 times whether you my child or not, I tell people all the time, if you don't want your child hit, watch them or you go home with them. Because when it comes to my
I
shit,
agree with
you
that.
ain't gonna replace it. You ain't gonna replace it. Okay? And it probably
That's
can't
true.
be replaced. And we're gonna
That's
lose out. So now I'm gonna have to whoop
No,
your
they
ass
gonna
and
replace
your
it.
child ass.
No, they shouldn't replace it. But here's my
No,
thing.
they
That's
gonna
why
replace it.
I would take them and sit them there like, okay, fine, you can live with me, but then but through playing with them and engage with them, you can still teach them boundaries. Like, hey, I know you like this, but there's got to be a time and a place about this because that's how I was raised too. Like I got the beatings,
Right.
but at the same time, I got the discipline. Like, yeah, I know you like this, but hey, we got a time and a day for this. So there was boundaries set, and I took those boundaries to heart as I grew older.
I get the boundaries, but I also feel like whenever an adult is saying to a 5-year-old to stop doing something, there's no reason to take and have a conversation with that child
Yeah, but the
for telling them.
5-year-old doesn't have the comprehension as like say a 21
True
year.
enough, but you're not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is if you're explaining to them no, 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 or don't touch, and then you remove their hand from him,
You should
and
tell them
then
why they shouldn't
they
touch
take
it.
and do it again, and you say no, or you can say no is it can hurt you,
Yeah,
Right.
and
yeah.
then you pop their hand and saying they will get the recognition of that's
Well, I don't
ouch.
think
That's
popping their hand is any form of abuse. Like that's
Say,
but
for
that's
instance, a
but
child
that's
is
what I'm saying
touching
though.
the
That is
stove and the
teaching
stove
a
is
child
hot.
a
You
lesson
put their
that
hand over the stove so they feel the heat, so they can feel it, and they know not to touch it again. Like, hey, I'm cooking. You don't touch the stove when mommy's cooking
right.
because you can
Yeah.
burn yourself. You take and do that, and they know not to touch it. And they know
I
why
think
you
a
don't want
pop
them
on
to
the
touch it.
hand and a pop on the buttocks is not nothing.
But
Like that's
here's what my
This
thought
is
is.
my
I believe for Xylent was that kid that you could talk to and would fix their action because that's what gets to him. And I believe Leander was that child as well. That's why they're taking those experiences where the parent didn't talk to them. They take it to heart and they say, I will never do my child like that, because they were the kid that it doesn't take all that to get my attention and to make me comprehend and respect your shit. I was the child that didn't give a fuck what you had to say to me. It wasn't until you knocked me the fuck out that I was like, I didn't like getting knocked the fuck out, so guess what I'm not going to do again. So that's why I say that, because we're basing these answers off of our own experiences. I was a child in 3rd grade that called the cops on her parent, who did nothing but gave her everything, who did nothing but reinforce. And when I look back on it, everything that I gave her, she met me with that same energy. And that's why that shit was ended by 5th grade. I didn't give her any more problems, because she met me with that same energy. I wasn't the child that you could have this decent conversation with, because what I wanted, and I didn't give a damn about your feelings about it. I wanted it, and my mind wouldn't stop wanting it. You know what I'm saying? Some kids, they're not trying to be mean or bad. They just don't know how to stop wanting it. So they have to have an equally negative association to something to stay away from it. Sometimes they call them life lessons. Some kids will still try to reach for that oven until they burn themselves. And when they burn themselves, they know not to, even though you told them 150 times not to keep their hand off the stove. They're intrigued to it. So sometimes that negative reinforcement is what keeps them on the right. I mean, I do feel like
I was both kids. I was pretty much both kids. So.
I don't feel like, but I feel like sometimes there's people have got to find out what works for their particular child.
Right. I was just going to say that, because you can be like, in my household, it's 5 of us. We were all raised and taught the same way, but each one of us taking grasp of a different way. You know what I'm saying? So when after 5, that personality starts to shine. So then you find out if you are a person that you can talk to, like Leander and Zyla, or if you are Savon that has to have the hell knocked out of them, or if you're like me, you know what I'm saying? I could be a toss up. Sometimes I'm gonna listen, sometimes I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So then you could be like Bambi. You could have that rebellious spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? So we all might have been raised in the same household. I'm just saying. Bambi, you know I'm not. Anyway, but I'm just saying though, in general, you know what I'm saying? Just in general though, we all are raised in the same household. We have the morals and expectations that was put upon us, but it's different ways to get through to that person, because once that personality starts coming into play, then that's where the difference comes in how you take and you handle that child. And you as a parent, it takes you, okay, I can take Zyla off to the side, talk to Zyla, and Zyla's going to understand it. Leander's going to understand it. Savon, I'm going to have to knock the hell out of once or twice. Jazmine, I'm going to have to hit that hoe once. And then Cousin Faith, I'm just going to have to beat the hoe till I get tired. And I know the hoe still going to give me problems.
My sister's childhood was great.
I wasn't like this.
And her childhood is great because of the fact that she learned life lessons through my actions. So she didn't have to relive any of that shit. She saw how I got the hell knocked out of me. She didn't even try.
See, that was me with my oldest brother.
I used to never do stuff because I knew I was gonna get my ass beat. One, my mama signed a thing in school to where my gym teacher could beat my ass with the little wooden paddle. That little I used to get whoopings in school. Then they would call my mama. I would get whoopings by my mama. Then I would turn around and get whoopings by my daddy. So I used to do shit not to get whoopings. Like I never fought in school because I didn't want to beat nobody's ass and then have to pay for their hospital bills. Then, like I said, I think I told that before, we used to get tickets in school for fighting. So I knew I was going to get my ass beat it didn't matter if you started to fight or not. If you was fighting, you got a ticket, period. So I used to not fight for that reason. Because there was plenty of times I wanted to drag somebody through the whole school. But,
Baby.
I was like, when your parents are struggling and they doing the most and they doing their best. And for that reason, it was plenty of times I came home and we had to light candles. So I wasn't going to put the extra burden on my mother or, on my family just because I'm acting up and cutting up in school.
But all I'm going to say is this, because I feel like we need to move on from this. All I'm going to say is this. I don't want Leander or Zyla to feel like what they said was not valid, because we're all having our own opinions of the situation. And I feel like everybody's opinion that we've talked thus far has been very valid. Everybody's had a different aspect of you know, how they were in the personal things that they went through in their own personal childhood. So in again, each one of us were raised and taught differently. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody has a valid point on how they particularly feel like the way a child should be raised and that they're doing. So from there, Zyla, what was the next thing that you wanted to talk about? Because I know you came in with double guns blazed on that next
Uh,
situation.
I want to talk about Poodle dumbass. That's who I want to talk about.
Who?
Poodle. Who is
But
that?
Let me give you
Poodle.
confessional so you can get us together. Hold on. Here you
Who is
go.
Poodle?
So,
I don't know good. We finna learn.
recently on the last thing we just did on Sunday, girl, I talked about Poodle and her red hairdo. So
Oh, let me
Sharon
get the picture.
Osbourne,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sharon,
huh.
Sharon
Girl,
Osbourne has
Parker
done some
Spaniel.
more. Sharon. I'm not gonna say her name is Sharon, girl. Her name is Karen Osborne, girl. That's what her name
Oh,
now
it's
was
a
known
bad
as.
plastic surgery for
Karen, bitch, because you a damn Karen. You a goddamn poodle. That's who you is, huh?
We're not gonna even give her
So
poodle, girl. She was a cocker spaniel.
I
she
was
ain't
there.
even that girl. She looked like a pug in the face, girl. If you want to be
Oh,
honest,
hold on. I
but
don't like pugs. Let's not do
but
pugs at this
let's
rate.
do that. If we gonna say it, we gonna say it. She looked like a
Oh,
pug in
my
the
God.
face. I was being nice by saying a poodle. But anyway, girl, since she was doing all that fool la la, girl, talking about all this white woman's here, bull swank shit, girl. You doing all that fool la la, girl, Miss Republican black girl was trying to act like she was your friend, girl. Again, like I said on Sunday, girl, your coworkers ain't your friends, girl. They just work with you at work, girl. So she ain't just really your friend, girl. She just work and gets her check just like your ass, girl. So she don't care
Okay.
about you that much.
Speak true.
Ooh,
And that's why she was all nice. So come to find out, girl, Lisa Remini, girl, y'all know that show from the I don't know if you guys know the show, The Queens and Kings or something like that. It's the
Mm-hmm.
The king of
oh,
queen, the king of
okay.
queens.
the King and
Yeah.
Queen. So she said recently that Mama's has only just been saying has been saying some racist stuff, her daggone stuff about Julie Chen, saying that her eyes is thin or some foolishness, and then that
Wait.
that the
Oh,
girl
Miss
from
Holly
Rose
Robinson Pete.
then called Miss Holly Robinson Pete said that she was ghetto and that's how why she got fired from the show, and that the girl from Roseanne that's a that we now know was a lesbian. I forget what her
The
Yeah,
name.
one who played, what's the, oh, I forgot.
I
Damn.
forgot her name,
the one
but
that was a tomboy.
yeah, the one
Yeah.
that was a tomboy. But she's we now know her, that she's a lesbian.
Hmm.
Was saying that she's a pussy muncher and this, that, and the third
Oh, God.
on and all that stuff, girl. So and that's why they're on hiatus now, girl, because they were on hiatus after that situation between her and Cheryl, girl. But now they're on the extended hiatus because now more allegations are coming out about who Miss
They better do
Karen
it up.
is, Miss Pug Spaniel girl, Miss Karen Osborne girl.
Pug Spaniel.
Yes,
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Pug
a
Wait a
new
minute.
Spaniel.
term.
Hold on.
girl.
Pug
Hold
I got
on.
Spaniel girl.
rabid.
Pug
Wait a minute.
Spaniel. That's what her
Pug
name
Wait a
is.
minute.
Pug
Spaniel.
Pug Spaniel.
Spaniel. Pug
Can they even
Spaniel.
reproduce?
This bitch don't know the new
No,
breed.
no. Pug
Pug
Spaniel.
Spaniel.
No, Pug Spaniel with a new dye job. That's what her name is.
What's
Pug
the
Spaniel with new
Sarah
dye
I
job.
Gilbert?
cannot.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cannot.
Sarah, it's
Sarah
Sarah
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sarah
that's
so
her.
Gilbert.
I'm Sarah Gilbert. I
That's
want
the
to make sure I get
lesbian.
the names right.
I
Excuse me for that,
cannot.
mama. I ain't need to read you like that. But yeah, mama was saying all that fool la la, girl. And mamas, you should have got your ass kicked. Because if I was Cheryl, girl, you would have been right across that daggone couch with a couch inside your throat, girl. You would have
That
been knocked
But to
up. Girl,
piggyback,
the moment you tell me I can't cry, girl, and I need to listen to you cry about something that
girl,
she
I
don't
saw that. I was like, no, she didn't tell her
won't
that.
even experience it
baby, did
yourself,
you see a
girl,
girl?
I would have punched you right in your
And it
throat,
was
girl.
a
You would
sort
have
of
She
public.
said, don't you dare cry. I should be the one that's up here crying.
Bitch.
And I said,
Ooh.
girl, who you want? And then when she said that, in my head, because again, I'm Patty, I would have been like, I'm gonna give what did our parents used to say when we used to be crying about something? I'm gonna give you something to cry
Something to
about.
cry
That
about.
that's what I was gonna do to her. I'm gonna give you something to cry
Now hold
about
up,
her.
ho. Hold up, ho. You just said that wasn't right. Now we can't use it on Puglina.
We
You just
can,
said we can't
we
use it.
can.
If we can't beat the children with it, we can't beat the
That
old
bitch
white
ain't
woman
our
with it.
child. She
She
Okay,
ain't a
well
child. She a
you
grown
could have went the
woman.
other route and said, okay, well in the words of Mary J. Blige, girl, I'm not gonna cry no more.
Right.
She a wrinkled hoe, girl. Fuck her.
All I can say is this, and no tea, no shade, leaving personal feelings out. Cheryl Underwood has been spewing hatred about blacks for the longest,
And
about different
you look
things,
at her damn husband, Cheryl. So
about different
Woo!
things, and she's up sit up here and she said that she's one of those people that she is, and no tea no shade, but she's a black Republican, and she thinks a lot of the black society that are Democrat are not all together. She does have a superior mind frame. She got on there and she read the Queens of Comedy for filth, and I understood why she was doing it. But I'm sitting up here for a person to have a history of have problematic stuff in their background. And let's be
Problematic.
clear. Let's
yeah,
be
Cheryl is
clear.
problematic, girl.
Let's be clear with the whole Sharon Osbourne. I mean, they had a whole show on MTV, and them with them and MTV. If you looked at any of the episodes of Being the Osbournes on MTV, you
It
already
was
knew
high as
what type
hell.
of people that whole household was, because
The
it's
kids used to
not
cuss
just
the
the
parents
mother,
out.
it's the whole clan of them that has that whole situation that's going on.
Yeah,
All
cause
I'm gonna
the
say this, and I'm moving forward from it. Y'all can keep talking about it because it is what it is. But if you know all these people's backgrounds, and nothing that we're saying is not public information that you can't find off of Google, off of YouTube, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? For every one of them to have the problematic stuff that they have going on with different people, why is it now all of a sudden it's a big situation now because we're calling out the Karens? You see what I'm saying? So what other conversations that you've had that you haven't had in front of the camera that you've downgraded and degraded people to? Let's just be
Well,
real.
speaking on Cheryl, I don't know. I know what you're speaking of when you were talking about she called out Samoa and uh
We just gonna say the Queens of Comedy.
yeah, but it was two of them. So she claimed that she got on the call. It was a whole conference call, and
Hmm.
they were talking about her. So that's what she was referring to. They said she was ugly, that she wasn't funny, and this and that, and whatever. So is
Thank
that
you,
right? Do you
John.
not feel that she doesn't have the right to defend herself?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is what about all the other private conversations? Because when people, I'm just gonna keep it 2000. When people feel like when we feel like we are friends, we feel like that we can kiki and haha with friends about whatever we want to kiki and haha, and it's gonna go to one extreme or the other. Let's just keep it all the way
But they were
2000.
doing that behind her back, though. They didn't know she was on the call, basically.
I understand that. What I'm saying though is with this situation, I'm not even talking about the queens, the queens of comedy. What I'm talking about with this situation, she quoted and said that she thought she was friends with the lady. Okay. So when people are friends, it's just like when all of us get off of camera, we all kiki ha ha laugh, we let our head down and we have ourselves a good time. You see what I'm saying? So when you let your guard down and you start talking and saying the stuff that you want to say about people, and you want to call this one this name and that one that's name, eventually that stuff is gonna get regurgitated and it's gonna come back up. So now all of a sudden your feelings is hurt behind something that she might have assumed with y'all being friends, whether it's politically correct or not, but y'all are friends, so it was okay for her to say this stuff. How can you be upset and mad with it now? That's all I'm saying. I'm looking at it from a different point of view. You know what I'm saying?
So
That's
are
all
you
I'm looking
saying?
at it.
So are you saying that with her relationship, Cheryl Underwood's relationship with Sharon Osbourne, she could have been saying some like
They could have been saying some stuff
racially insensitive stuff with each
off
other,
camera.
yeah,
Yes.
off camera, and
Oh, you're
then
talking about her.
and
Okay, I thought you were
Yes,
still
that's
talking
that's
about.
no, I wasn't talking about that. What I'm talking about is the current thing that's going on with her in the Cheryl Underwood situation. And
So you
Wait,
think they was
who's the
kicking?
later?
I
Well,
feel like
you
I really truly feel like that they were having a conversation off camera and maybe in the dressing rooms or over the phone or whatever like that. Because let's be clear, we all get together and talk to our friends about whatever we want to talk to our friends about. But then when
well,
you get to
I think they would have been talking about that topic, in their morning meeting or something. So it's probably already brought up. And Cheryl, not Cheryl, you guys let me call that woman Karen. What's her name?
Shit.
Sharon.
Pug Spaniel. Pug Spaniel.
I don't know which one you talking about. Shit.
The
Pug
redhead
Spaniel.
Sharon.
Sharon.
Shut up.
Sharon Oliver.
Pug Spaniel.
Oh,
No.
Nivea.
So they have morning meetings, so it was probably already brought up.
I
And
didn't
even
know
when it was
that.
brought up on the show, they said that
I don't
Sharon didn't want to continue the segment, but I guess because it was a juicy topic,
I know that.
they made them continue to have the conversation. So I think that's when she got pissed and was like, all of the things.
But again, that's what I was saying. Whenever you get together with people, you talk about stuff that is good, bad, or indifferent. And
Right.
when you sit and you have those conversations, that's why you let people, when you see something or somebody says something to you that is not appropriate, you straighten that person then and there. It's a right way and it's a wrong way to straighten that person. Is all basically is what I'm saying is this. And I really feel like that they had let their guards down so much around each other because she thought they were friends. So she felt like she could say what she wanted to say and how she wanted to say it without having to be politically correct. And again, she didn't care if the camera was rolling or not because she allowed her to say what she said to her on camera or off camera. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm
You're
saying
talking
is that
about,
she
you're saying Cher allowed Sharon to say that part?
whenever they were sitting and having their conversation, and it's just like whenever we get on the phone and we talk, when we talk about McDonald's cheeseburgers, and girl, I don't like this about it, I don't like that about it. You see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she was wrong for whatever the case may be or any of that stuff, but that's what I'm saying though.
President.
When it came out, there was a comment made that Cheryl, being the black woman, had to remain calm because it was even said that because I watched the Wendy Williams show today and they were yesterday and they were speaking about it, and she made a comment saying they even played a clip of Holly Robinson Pete back in 2012 saying that they showed everything with her talking about why she got fired and everything, this and that, and it was basically said that she was being ghetto or whatever. So Holly Robinson Pete tweeted about it, saying, in real time, saying that, again, she had to be calm, cool, and collective because she had to, basically meaning that a white woman can act however she wants to act on TV and not be the angry white woman. But if a black woman is acting the same way, she's titled a bitch and the angry black woman and with all of these stigmas. So that's why she remained calm, because she had to. So that's what basically that was saying. She had to remain calm because it would have been seen as, oh, even though this woman is getting out of her character, if Cheryl was to come back and been like, bitch, da 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 da, whatever, which she probably wouldn't have said that on TV, but she would have aggressively checked her, she would have still been in the wrong. And people would have been, then that would have made Sharon look like she was being attacked, and then she would have played the white woman, I'm being attacked card and all of the things. So I think that's another reason why she didn't really just dig into her live on TV.
Well, and then also to that point, Charlotte put a message in earlier where she was like saying that Cheryl said that she did that to show the young people how to respond in a situation like that.
Right.
I'm not responding to that, so.
But personally, me, my young ass, I ain't doing it.
Okay.
But I understand why she did it because, again, like being we said, as a black woman, you automatically get the angry black woman card if you have the nerve to be mad about something that everybody else would be mad about. So
now, if it was Rosie O'Donnell, you remember when Rosie O'Donnell got into it on The View and they did the split screen? Rosie O'Donnell can come back and check her. Cheryl could not, and not still be working in Hollywood, not to the caliber that she is now.
Right.
Well, my God, today.
Well,
yeah, but Puggy Spaniel, her ass need to go and shut up, girl. And she need to see those are the kinds of never mind, shut up.
Well, in the words of T.S. Madison, which is coming up to Thursday, when they go low, you go to hell.
Right.
Hello.
No, that was in the word. That was Funky Uneven to see.
Well, I thought T.S. Madison said it, honey, and it stuck with me.
Either way, it's
Savon?
still a quote, girl.
Savon, you
Hmm.
still with us, baby?
Girl, I'm finna go downstairs, honey, because I'm hurting sitting up in this chair this long, girl.
Okay, can I play your new commercial real quick before you
Oh,
leave?
of course.
Okay, y'all, hold on just a second. Let me play my sister commercial, and then she gonna bid us to the do. Let me find it right quick. Here we go.
My bad, it's okay.
I know you need another YouTube show like you need another bad lace install. Join us Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Save-On Experience.
Established 2007.
Starring Save-On, Shukwansha, and Miss Jazmine Divine.
Why her piece so cute?
Damn it, Shukwansha, be professional. Join us this Saturday, 8 p.m. on YouTube.
Girl,
Okay, so
why
I
is
do
fake
love this.
pictures like that?
Why fake pictures? Why did fake pictures take over everything?
Girl, she said she felt she needed to be included.
Oh,
And because I haven't let her be involved as much, I didn't want my shit shut down. So I was like, bitch, just do what you do. And I'll approve it. And thank you. And I thank you.
and I
Right.
thank you.
She said she's gonna put a virus on your shit.
Right.
Exactly.
Girl,
So I said,
this
girl,
is-
it's easier for you to let you do this commercial.
Right.
Can we
Right.
get to Savon now? Because she's giving me Queen Mother, honey. She's giving me-
Yes, I'm gonna give her a full screen so she
With
can
that
go
love
ahead.
full
nasty fedora, honey.
She said she not feeling good, so I'm gonna give her full screen so she can go ahead
Queen
and get up
Mother.
out of here.
It's
Yes.
the
Ain't
fedora
you
for
looking
me.
so rigid tonight? Like she done lost an extra 45, 50 pounds. Look at that slim hoe.
Come on,
This,
Rouge.
this is because
Come on.
this is so. In other words, you guys, if you want to lose weight fast, buy a moo.
Ain't that the going thing now?
Girl, because girl, they make you look sickening. Girl, my clavicles have never looked so well, girl, putting this
Come
oversized.
on.
People said, what are you doing today, girl? I am having my yoni. I'm doing a yoni
Ooh.
cleanse, girl.
Yes, come on.
Anyway,
Okay.
thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, honey, for the Night of Shade with Miss Jazmine Divine. You guys can definitely catch me on Saturday. Well, the team, all of us, will be back discussing season 1, episode 2 and 3 of the T.S. Madison Experience. So make sure you guys come out. We're going to be giving our candid responses, our initial gasping moments and thoughts. So come through. All will be done tastefully and respectfully.
Yes.
Thank you.
Come on now, resident urban white lady.
The
It's the
resident
cleavage on the
Carol.
earrings for me.
Ah, girl, she is.
It's the cleavage on the earrings for me.
She is sitting up to just snatch, baby.
in her rich mansion, honey. You
Right.
Girl, no, honey.
Me,
No.
Whenever you
girl, Jasmine is in hers too. You see Jasmine mansion right there, girl. Look at that mansion. Meanwhile, the pools.
that's the money over there.
No,
Well,
hold on.
oh.
Jasmine is rich. Savon is wealthy.
Thanks.
Girl.
Thanks.
From your lips, God's ears is all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Speak
Thank
into
you.
this. I receive, Lord Jesus.
In the
Thank
words
you
of
for-
Nene, I'm cashing what?
White and
Oh,
black.
girl, we don't cash those checks anymore, girl.
No, not Trump's. No.
Okay.
I don't know where my sister got this earring from, but she got them.
It's the cleavage for me.
Right.
Okay.
She said
no,
snatch.
honey.
First off, why Nivea commenting in her old big old girl? Let me stop. I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
She
Right.
said-
Girl, she was walking through the house. We was reading every room. Okay.
Every
Girl,
room.
I was like, oh my God, do you see the skyscraper?
It
Oh,
was the closet for me,
the
Right.
closet.
Girl, the vaulted ceilings.
or the
Listen,
kitchen with the window ceiling. Oh, okay.
when I saw the
The
closet, I was
skyscraper.
like, girl, when you ready to sell, let me know so I can
Okay.
put all things in.
Right.
I said, girl,
Well,
if she in
thank
Nene
you,
house,
Dawn.
girl, look at that closet.
Glad to have you aboard. Oh, before y'all get up out of here. So let me because I know we finna get ready to end. On just letting everybody know, starting next week, next starting
We
next
love
week,
you,
we're gonna
baby.
start doing fans only, or well, I'm not gonna call them fans only. We're gonna start doing
Only
divine only custom chats, which is what's gonna happen with that is going to be once you join my channel here, I will be sending you the link to um just a virtual space that you can come in, ask me questions. You can talk to the panelists, and it's just going to be a private one-on-one situation, a little bit more intimate than this. It's not going to be available for the outside. It's just going to be available for everyone that actually joins. I'm thinking either Patreon or I'm going to be doing OnlyFans. I'm not for sure. Because in OnlyFans, I could actually show videos, movies, and stuff, and we can play vibe with a little bit of music or whatever. I haven't decided yet which one I'm gonna do, because if I do Patreon, it is filtered through YouTube, and we still can get shut down. So I haven't figured it out which one that we're gonna do yet, but I'm gonna start offering that.
Girl.
That's what I just said. Drop your Cash App. That y'all ain't listening to me. Put your Cash
Jalen,
App
when is your
up in there.
birthday?
Fine.
Girl, my birthday is on Thursday.
Thursday, and everybody, I'm not gonna get a chance to get on
So
here
it's
because
his
we're all gonna
birthday.
be
We
watching.
turned up. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Let me
Happy
play my
birthday
song
to
for
me.
you again, girl. Let me play my song for you again.
Lord.
You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Giving up is not an option. Happy birthday.
Hallelujah.
Hello.
Hallelujah.
Love
Yes,
you.
honey.
Baby feels
Baby's
the type of
bad
way
hurt.
if he didn't get a girl. Look at baby's face.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Baby, we
No, I
love
just want to ask Savon a question.
Oh.
She said that real dry. Oh.
girl.
The question, I'd be
Cause
nervous.
she know what I'm
I'd be real nervous.
So how do you feel about her hair in that video?
I actually liked it. She had a few flyaways, but it was beautiful. It was full at the end.
Because I was
It
gonna
had
ask
the
you,
weight.
was that a synthetic wig?
No, it was.
Baby,
That was
go to the
human.
corner.
Uh-huh.
So
She
Okay.
it had weight on the end, which lets me know it was full to end. One no wispy
This is baby.
going on.
He just
Being
mad 'cause he
shady.
got Skeletor for the birthday.
Right. Baby wanted me to have the ignorance for my birthday song. That's why.
Okay.
Lord, not the ignorant.
No, I wanted Whitney Houston to
Baby
sing you
look
happy
soft.
birthday.
Come on, Whitney. Yes, Whitney.
It wasn't like that, Jatar. It wasn't like
Look,
that. I wasn't
just
sure if I wasn't sure if I
Oh,
was
so
gonna
Tatari, you
play
gonna
it or
stand up
not.
for your man now? That's what you gonna do, Tatari? You gonna stand up for your man? That's what you gonna do?
Look, just
We
talk
say
to your
you.
man, girl.
But last but not
Girl,
least,
what's my dad gonna cash it? Girl, I don't know what this
yes,
is.
please put your Cash App up in there so I can take
I'm
put it up on the
tired,
screen.
girl.
But last but not least, we're gonna let Savon go ahead and get out of here. If there's any final say
Make sure you
for
rest, Auntie.
I
Savon,
am.
you know I'm off tomorrow.
Just Tari
So
got OnlyFans.
Cool. We gonna talk
hey,
all day.
Baby, shut up.
what time are you taking your medicine?
Probably at 11 is when I'm supposed to be taking it.
Because it's something I want to talk to you about that I had an idea and I want you to be aboard of it.
Well, girl, yeah, you can call me because I can sit on the couch and talk to you about that, girl. Just give me a little moment to go in there and get
I know.
de-glamorized,
Get you together.
girl.
I got you.
Take
Zana, why
some
you
of
ain't
this
put it in the?
take some of this Sharon Williams
Girl, you
paint off,
told me to
girl.
put it in here.
I got it. I'm going for
I'm
it.
gonna put it right now.
I'm not be like
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
It's the fedora for me, girl. She's sitting over there looking like old nasty Erica Badu.
Now, please bless my baby. That's Zala's Cash App. Let me go ahead and bless some of my stuff right now.
It's the
Do you know
soul
what?
singer for me.
Diva one already sent something. I don't know if Diva's in here, but thank you,
Oh,
Diva.
one. Sweet.
That was from earlier.
It's the neo soul for me.
Girl.
No, this
Here
is
it
what
is.
people do when they don't comb their hair, girl.
Oh
Oh,
no, not combing their hair.
well,
Girl.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
it's time to
Wrap it
go
and put on
home.
the hat.
You dress it up. That's what you do. You don't walk like the space you in at the moment, girl. You look like the space you want to be into. So
Yeah,
I hope I'm sending to the right person.
that's what wealthy girls do.
y'all saw how I was looking on Sunday when I couldn't manage a damn button, sitting up there with the damn cam up my nose.
Oh no, not a
Girl,
king
that
of
was
the
a
nose,
mess.
girl. It's the king of the nose for me, girl.
Zach,
It's
I
the
can't
wealthiness
find
for
you.
me.
Girl,
I
what
can't
you?
find
I
you.
found it right away.
Girl,
Hold on.
got my big. It got
Are
my
you
big
typing a
ass.
dollar sign?
Yeah, you have to
Yes,
type in.
ho. I ain't that slow. Hold on.
Oh,
Well, we don't know you,
What she won't do is my mama, girl.
Oh.
girl. What she can't do is your cash app.
I'm sending mine now, honey.
Now, see, I can't defend you for that part, mama.
He's
See,
an
I
old,
can't defend you for
he's an
that.
old punk bitch. You know that.
Oh,
Silent. Take your put your Cash App QRL on the screen so I can do you that way.
Jatari, he about
I
to get
gotta do
you
what?
girl.
Put your Cash App QRL on the screen so I can hit you that way.
Actually, no, he could be what, 18, 19? He young. He is a youngin.
Girl, I'm not
Make it.
18.
No. Okay, so you see the corner where it says your QRL up in the corner that has a little circle round dots or whatever? Take and hit that. Take and hit that and then put it back up there. Hold on. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it.
Girl, it's got my government on it.
No, it don't. I got you. Hold on.
Yes,
Hold
it
on.
does.
Hold on.
I see it's
Yes, it does.
Girl, it got my government on it.
Okay, go on and take it off screen.
Well, that's your fault, girl. You better change
That's
that.
that's your mother fault. She the one that told me to do it.
Girl, you have
Oh, I found you.
We don't talk backstage about that.
Yeah, y'all know it's been a long day for me.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day for me.
night.
But go ahead and bless sibling, honey. She's the queen.
Thank you, sibling. I love you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bless the queen herself, darling.
There you go, my love.
Which queen to be exact? Thank you.
Come on, Butch Queens. Yes. For the Butch
not
Queens.
Butch Queens.
We're
So, again, before
Hey, fix your face.
right, his old ignorant ass girl. Because I already know once I said he was going to do something shady, girl. Oh, shady whore.
You know, we love our faith though. We listen.
We love baby.
Lies, girl,
We
lies,
love
girl.
baby. He
lies.
got
We
my
do.
son.
Listen, we come for faith.
Every time I come around, you hoes
hoes.
grab y'all man's hand, girl. Like I want y'all man, girl. Ain't nobody studying y'all niggas.
I don't want a man.
Girl. Is that what you use to clean your greens?
No, that's what I used
Oh,
to clean your ass.
you know what?
Yes,
Oh my Lord Jesus today.
So I'm gonna open up the chat for just 5 minutes and then we finna get ready to get out of here, y'all.
He
Come in
said
here,
25,
Jatari.
but he looks 18.
Who?
ID.
And who is John Mitchell?
Baby, don't you start your foolishness, girl.
What?
Hey, Nivea girl.
Nivea.
Hey, cousin.
Hey.
Can you
Here
hear
we
us,
go.
girl?
Look, why she got a corner of her house now? She heard us talk
Girl,
about
because she don't want us. She said, bitch, I serve you hoes the corner now.
She said that's in the corner.
Nivy, you probably connected to your car again, girl.
Wait, she can't hear us?
She has her Bluetooth on, so she probably connected to her car.
Oh, girl,
again.
turn the Bluetooth off. Just turn it off and then come in.
Very much Lisa Keys.
Thank you, Jatari. I appreciate it. Girl, y'all ain't had to be doing all this. I appreciate all the monies. Y'all didn't have to send me nothing, girl.
Girl, if you don't go out and have
so
a good time to do
so I
something.
appreciate it all, girl. Appreciate all the money, girl.
Jatari, come in the room.
Girl, be that
Faith better send you like $50.
They don't send me nothing, girl.
You back?
I've been asking
See
for.
what I
I've
said,
been,
Faith, where you got your fix your face. Fix your face.
Girl, her
code.
birthday ain't today, girl.
Okay,
and
well,
first
come
off,
her birthday. I want to see $50 in
first
my
off,
account from you.
how many times have I told Faith
Oh,
you
girl,
give
so
me
you gonna
money?
send me 25?
Oh, see,
Can me
you
and
see
Faith
how
is a professional?
you
Can
see
me and
how the
Faith
girls
is a
treat me.
professional?
You see how the girls treat me, y'all.
No, I'm gonna get him together. I'm gonna get him right together. Faith, bitch, get the coins together and send them, or else we're gonna be outside. How about that?
Meet me in the trap. It's going down. Meet me in
Well,
the.
my coins are together, and we can still go outside.
Oh,
Well, bitch, come outside.
come on in now.
I'll meet you downstairs. You climb down your ladder.
With your 1 inch and a
Oh,
half
what
hair.
she won't do is that. Ooh.
Girl, first of all, she's 5 inches.
That's not 5 inches, honey. I'll give you 2 inches. I'll give you that.
So,
Girl, my hair is touching my lip, bitch. Don't do me.
2 inches, girl.
okay, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oof, Jesus, take the
Mother
wheel.
said that was enough.
Right.
They work trying to work my pussy. Nivea, you
and-
yet?
I don't
And
do
they
pussy
were.
like that. So, yeah.
Nivea, can you hear us?
Nivea, you can't hear us?
Girl, she got her Bluetooth on.
Turn Bluetooth off. Wait, hold on. We might stop in the comments for her.
But before we leave, girl, I just want to make sure I said everybody's names because I don't want to be rude. So Jatori did. Jatori gave me some money. Mama Jazmine gave me some money. I already said Diva one, and then Lily gave me some money. So I appreciate all the money again. You didn't have to send me shit, but I appreciate it.
Not a problem. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling. Keep shining. No,
And baby, she can send you like $100.
always count on me. Are
Baby,
you
she
here?
How many
Girl,
times
first of all, just like when you pay your tithes, just like when I pay my tithes, girl, don't worry about how much money I put in the collection plate. Just know that I put some in there.
Oh God.
Did you even go to church?
Y'all know I love messing with Faith, honey.
You don't have to go to church to pay tithes.
See, I told you.
Faith is my girl.
Nivea, are you there?
Nivea.
Girl, she at the laundromat, girl. We'll meet her at McDonald's, girl, after the show, girl.
Wait,
Girl, she's not
you
in the
need to probably
laundry
turn off her Bluetooth. Somebody tell her to turn off her Bluetooth.
Nivea, meet us at
Tell her
McDonald's
there
parking
ain't
lot, girl.
anybody in the household with her.
Right.
Oh.
We'll meet her at McDonald's, girl, after the show. Okay.
Okay, cousin Faith, you up? Come on, good. We finna get out of here.
Am I up, girl? Am I up?
Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
Girl, this shit material.
Anyway, thank you all for coming in and enjoying the show again tonight, girl.
Forget
It's
I
been
had the
such a
power.
blessing.
See how? Okay, you can go now. And don't say no anyways for you rudely interrupted. Get you right on together.
Girl,
again.
this is why I take my goalie gummies, girl.
You know, not girl.
Anyway, thank you all for coming out and enjoying the show, honey. We'll see you again here on Thursday. We'll be celebrating Xylan's birthday, girl. You know, she'll finally be 19, girl. But
Oh, I do have a special show on Thursday. Thank you for reminding me of that.
girl, see, don't I just always
Sometimes
remind you of things,
just
girl?
give me gas.
She's still gonna be
Girl,
late.
that's fine. That's fine, girl. I still remind you to fart, girl. That's cool. I don't want you to hold it in.
Oh my goodness.
See, this
Coco
is
D with the tea.
No, she did come in here all last minute, girl.
Yeah, I'm pulling a bam. I'm pulling the cousin face. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, hold on now. Wait a
Well, I
minute.
didn't pull up last minute, girl. What I did was I came backstage, girl. I didn't pull up to the scene fashionably extra late, girl.
Extra late, girl.
I just waited till the party to be over with so I could take the bottles home.
Mm.
That sound like you.
Don't
Oh,
it?
Oh,
well,
not that that sound
anyways,
like you.
Yes, honey. She came and collected all the bottles and all the leftover food, girl. She said she'll be
as
eating at
we're
home.
closing,
Oh, and happy early birthday, Zala.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
if y'all want to say happy birthday, send some coins.
Thank you, dearly. You don't have to send me shit, but if you do, I appreciate it.
I said they do. Coins talk.
You
Well,
said corn
Charlie, me
chop.
going out here and stand on the corner see if I can get $5.
You better go
Girl,
ahead,
somebody,
Coco.
somebody tell Leandria to open her coin purse, girl.
She already opened her coin purse, girl.
Thank you,
And
honey.
she, as much as she been talking, girl, she should have opened it several times.
Oh my God. Okay,
Oh,
Hope,
okay,
what's
bitch.
taking cousin
Okay,
Faith?
I got your ass. You wait.
Girl, this hoe always gotta be doing the most.
I'm
All right.
done.
First
She's
off, bitch,
fine.
I'm 25, not no dead on 19, you whore.
You
No
can be
shade, no tea.
25, but you look
Just ask the
19.
CID. That's all you gotta do, girl.
You
Just
know
see that.
what? I got you. Here you go, cousin Faith. I got you.
Don't you do
No,
it.
you don't.
Oh,
Don't you do it, girl. I will
She
leave
looks very soft and supple.
you.
y'all saw how she ran like a roach. She ran like a roach.
You
That needs
already
to be
knew
a
what I
thought
was
in
finna do
itself,
because I was finna get a wreck on together.
Girl,
I was
please.
queuing it up. I was like,
girl.
I don't run like a roach boo. I sprint like a goddamn cheetah boo. Don't do me.
She does. Wait, what? Come.
Well, baby, come on and back. Silent
okay.
audience reactions, yeah. Oh,
Girl.
Okay. So as I do each and every night when we get ready to get out of here, thank you all for coming in and enjoying. We've been on here going on 2 hours, and it's time for us to get up out of here. So thank you
Sure
to
is,
everybody out
child.
for coming in and enjoying. If you gonna stay on the screen, shut the hell up. Thank you. Now, if ooh, thank you to everyone y'all for coming in and enjoying the show with us. Tonight was the night of shades. We did get into some serious conversation tonight, which is really uncanny for us on this night. We do normally do those type of conversations on the Divine Zone, but we haven't been doing it lately. This Thursday we are doing a entrepreneur show. It's going to be about an hour long, so from 8 to 9. Because I'm promptly getting off because I'm watching the T.S. Madison Experience that's coming on. Again, special shouts out to the one and only Mr. Zana Artist. That is my baby. And that's my last
Girl.
one. But I thank each and every one of y'all for coming in and being with us this evening. And keep in mind, God only made only one you. If you're not you, who the hell else can you be? Without any further ado, y'all have a blessed and wonderful evening. And I shall talk to y'all later on. Thank you to the panel of minds. Thank you for Leander for always coming in, being punctual and on time. Cousin Faith for being the first one this evening in the chat at 7:30. Zala Artist did come in and blessed us tonight, and I appreciate it. The one and only Miss Savon aka Savanya, aka Auntie, came in and was with us for a while. At the end, Coco D with the T
And her fedora.
came in with us this evening. Thank you again, John, for being a part of the family. Now, Miss Nivea, we love you. Come on back, girl. We about to get up out of here. Y'all have an absolute wonderful, marvelous day, and I do thank you for being a part of the family. So until next time, y'all have a good one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
No, don't say nothing. We ain't even free.